Here's our operon animation. Let's get this done so that I can go to bed, okay? So we're going to start with a repressible operon for the creation of tryptophan. Oh, and everything is SpongeBob themed. Alright, while Megan draws the SpongeBob RNA polymerase, I'll explain to you what a repressible operon is. Basically, it is always active unless a repressor gets changed into its active state by a co-repressor, which then will bind to the operator and stop the movement of the RNA polymerase. So here in the picture you can see that SpongeBob is right there sitting right behind the operator, ready to move down the RNA strand and produce Krabby Patty polypeptides in the form of mRNA. No, this is not real life. In real life, it is not made of Krabby Patties. So here is the repressor in its inactive state. It is a Squidward protein, and everybody knows that what gets Squidward the most angry is Bubbles. So Bubbles bind to Squidward, and Squidward becomes an active repressor, and he just wants to stop SpongeBob from having fun. So then he goes over, binds to the operator, and he's in SpongeBob's way. SpongeBob can't move down the RNA. No tryptophan is produced, and that is the repressed tryptophan operon. Alright guys, let's move on to the last part. Here we're going to be looking at an inducible operon, more specifically the lactose operon. So in inducible operons there is a passively repressed operator that is only induced by an inducer, which in our case you will figure that out what that is in a second, but right now what matters is that there's a SpongeBob RNA polymerase that cannot move down the RNA strand because there is a very smug looking Squidward repressor sitting in his way, not letting him make Krabby Patty mRNA. So here is our inducer. This is Mr. Krabs. If you had a childhood, then you probably know that Mr. Krabs is always trying to make money off of SpongeBob, because SpongeBob is a very hard worker and all he wants to do is do his job. So Mr. Krabs wants SpongeBob to make more and more Krabby Patties, so he's going to induce this RNA synthesis by binding to Squidward, and forcing Squidward to change shape and not be able to bind to the operator anymore. So Squidward and Mr. Krabs are going to get off of the operator and allow SpongeBob to move along the RNA strand, expressing the gene for the synthesis of lactose. And it should be mentioned that Mr. Krabs is made out of a protein that is synthesized by the lactose regulating gene that comes just in front of the entire lactose promoter. That includes the SpongeBob polymerase, the operator that is usually bound to a Squidward, and the RNA that comes afterward that codes for lactose. So there we have it. SpongeBob is allowed to run along the RNA and make Krabby Patty polypeptide mRNA all as much as he wants. So thank you for watching our animation. This was very, 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 very fun. Hear the enthusiasm in my voice. Good night. I really have to go to bed.